Deja, the Princess of Variety, and I am back with a new Choices video. The last chapter of Choices, Michelle went on a hiking trip with her friend that she met at the salsa dancing class. I always forget her name. I have absolutely no idea why. I think her name is Audrey. It might be Aubrey. I don't know. I always forget which one it is. But yeah, her, the blonde one that is always getting into stuff. They ended up kind of separating themselves from the hiking group, and then they went and got in the lake, and they were about to make out, but they didn't. And as they were hiking up the mountain, Michelle received the phone call that she had been waiting for from the Mansingh Internship, and she completely ditched her friend to go take the call, even though she had made a promise that they would make it to the mountain together, make it to the top of the mountain together. So we're gonna have to see what happens with that. Also, in the chapter before that, Deja had got on a private jet with William to go to Paris with him. So we're about to see what happens with all of those things. If you guys need a recap of the past few episodes, or you just need to completely start from the beginning, or you just want to catch up, whatever the case may be, I will make a card pop up right now with the playlist of this particular Choices story. And also I will leave a link in the description down below for you guys to click. So feel free to check that out if you need to catch up on anything. So let's get into the chapter. It says, chapter 13 of 19, your sister starts her interview while your Paris date heats up. Okay, so I finished my Life is Strange Before the Storm Let's Play. So I wanted to let you guys know that I will have more time to focus on Choices now, for those of you that enjoy this more. So let's see, chapter 13, On the Spot. So it says, now playing as Michelle. You sit in a cafe about to begin your phone interview with the famous executive Blair Hall for the prestigious Mansingh Internship. Okay, here goes. Just a phone call to determine my entire future career trajectory. Nothing to panic over. Hello? Hello, Michelle. This is Blair Hall. Miss Hall, I just have to tell you, ma'am, that you are my personal hero. I mean, you're the woman who single-handedly invented the microprocessor that cured poverty in... I know all about my accomplishments, Michelle. The purpose of this interview is to learn about you. I don't know how to take that. Is she just saying, like, I want to hear more about you? Or is she being like, girl, I know what I accomplished. Like, can you get to the point? Like, you know, so... Guys, by the way, look, I got a new phone case. It's very neon-y. Like, I know my fingers just changed colors, but ignore that. But like, it's like orange on the side, and then it's like purple, and then it's like hot pink. You can't really see it that well, like the pink, but it's gorgeous. I posted a picture of it on Twitter if you guys want to check it out. Oh, right, of course. Pardon my bluntness, but I have no time for niceties. Oh. I'm due for a deep soak and a sensory deprivation pod in an hour, and I'm sure you know how hard those are to reschedule. Yes, that is a thing I know. One of the hazards of this job is constant travel. Now, I'm sure you're the kind of woman who's done her homework. So I bet you already know that we're based in London, but have offices around the world in New York, Dubai, and Singapore. So how about it, Michelle? Do you think you can keep up? Of course. I love in-flight meals. I love jet lag. I love traveling. I'm actually on a trip right now. I feel lucky to be able to travel the world and see different cultures. It's definitely not a hassle for me. That's what I like to hear. All right, here's a question I've spent quite a bit of time thinking about. You're in 19th century Warsaw. 9 stray dogs come at you on the street. One is a Dalmatian. What do you do? What? I would adopt some and take the rest to a vet, interview Marie Curie, look for clues about how I got to Warsaw. Let's think about this. So adopt some and take the rest to a vet. Look for clues about how I got to Warsaw. Let's try the third one. I mean, I must have time travel, right? There must be tons of research we can do on the space-time continuum. At the same time, we should be careful about just handing out DeLoreans, unless we want to completely disrupt our notion of reality. I like the way you think. You ignore red herrings, you question the big picture, and you're not afraid to think outside the box. Now, for my next question. Ooh, I'm doing well. There are two types of people in the world. What are they? That's interesting. The types of people are cat and dog, Jedi and Sith, those who understand binary, those who don't, and those who only kind of do. But that's 3, but I'm gonna go for it. If you get what I mean. Haha. Oh. Hello, Miss Hall? Are you still on the phone? I heard you, Michelle. You don't tell a lot of jokes, do you? Now, as I mentioned earlier, Mansingh Transglobal has many offices. Do you remember what city is our center of operations? London, duh. Oh, I have to type it? Y'all tripping. Okay. If I recall correctly, London. That's right. It's a simple question, but it shows you were paying attention. Moving on, since it'll be at least 2 years before the AI department finishes Project Dolores, I'll need a daring, scrappy intern at my side. As I hope you know by now, creativity and breaking boundaries are very important to us. Tell me about a time when you took a chance. A chance? There's only one fundamental truth in this cruel, bleak world, Michelle. Innovation cannot exist without risk. I wonder if it's going to say the tattoo thing. Oh no. I took a chance when I joined a salsa class, I went on a cruise, or I went skinny dipping. Let's do the salsa class. Maybe to others this wouldn't sound like too much of a risk, but I had never tried it before. I usually feel very self-conscious when I have to dance in front of other people like that, but I realized it was actually a lot of fun and I got to make a good friend along the way. I don't know much about shaking one's torso to a 3-2 rhythm, but I find the awkward social dynamics of a dance floor very fascinating in terms of the groupthink psychological phenomenon. And improvisation is key in a fast-paced industry like ours. When a deal with a client is on the line, or when a bug in the code triggers a global financial apocalypse, we need people who can act on the fly and think on their feet. You continue talking as the sun sets. Well, I didn't think I'd say this, but I've enjoyed talking with you, Michelle. At the top it says, you impressed Blair Hall during your interview. Thank you. Why did she say I didn't think I would say this? Like, did you not think we would be a good candidate? My questions may be unorthodox, but short of a full neurological profile, I found them to be the best way to get to know a person. I'd like to clear your schedule on Thursday morning Central European time, or I'd like you to clear your schedule. I'm going to be out of contact attending a conference for women in tech in Berlin, so you won't be able to reach me until then. Sure, I'll talk to you Thursday morning. Well, my assistant is aggressively waving her stylus at me since it's time for my sensory deprivation pod appointment, so I'm going to have to end this call. You know how it is. But I'll have one of my people enter you into our calendar. Goodbye, Michelle. Goodbye. You hang up. Phew. You gather up your charger and begin to leave the cafe when someone calls to you from a nearby table. Uh-oh. Audrey, Dree, not Bree, Dree. Okay, got it. Audrey. Michelle? Audrey, how did you find me? There's only one cafe in this town, you know. It's not exactly Where's Waldo. Oh, right. Listen, I just had my interview and... Oh, I heard you schedule a follow-up on the same day and time as our salsa exhibition. Ooh. Oh no, I swear I completely forgot. It's too late to change the interview now. I don't want to seem like someone they can't depend on. What about someone I can depend on? It's like promises don't mean anything to you. First, you invite me to this hike, and we made a pledge to make it to the top together. Then you ditch me when we've almost made it, and now you're breaking another promise? I'm sorry, Audrey. I know how important this is to you, but don't you see how important this job is to me? Can I do both the exhibition and the interview? Let's try that one. That won't work. The exhibition takes up the full morning on Thursday, and we don't know when we'll get called to go on. Look, it's clear what your priorities are right now, but this isn't just about what you've promised me. What about what you promised your Nana? You know, trying new things, getting out of your comfort zone, and taking chances? Or did you just make all that stuff up so you could pass your interview? That's not how it is, Audrey. And the worst part is, I thought Audrey breaks off. You try to reach for her hand, but she pulls away. You thought what? Never mind. It was stupid of me. Look, I believe in you and that you can finish your Nana's adventure list. The challenges on there are going to give you something that your 9 to 5 will never get you. And if you turn your back on the list now, then you're not who I thought you were. Audrey. You watch Audrey storm off back to the ship and you slowly follow her. Your head is swimming. What am I going to do? If Deja were here, I bet she'd have some good advice. Yes, I would. I wonder how her date with William went last night. At sunset, you and William enter a restaurant in Paris with a sparkling chandelier and a sweeping view of the Eiffel Tower. As you walk in, the chiming of silverware pauses briefly and all eyes turn admiringly upon you in your azure gown. Is Melanie Laurent behind me or something? You look beautiful. Even the Eiffel Tower seems to be competing with you for attention tonight. After the maître helps you take your seats, your waiter arrives. Bienvenue, it's bonsoir. Our specials tonight include a classic raclette, as well as escalopes de foie gras. I don't know what he's saying. Okay. Why don't we start with half a bottle of your best champagne and go from there? Just a half? Make that a full bottle, please. Wonderful, monsieur. I know that from Beauty and the Beast. You turn in your seat to regard the lights of the Eiffel Tower. William, this is so romantic. How do you plan to top this? We should take a selfie. Let's say the first one. I can't believe we're here. It's funny how you can be in a completely different place in just a few hours. I love the spontaneity that a private jet allows for, although I think there's something to be said for the company too, not just Paris. Well, I'm a fan of both the company and creme brulee. That's also fair. I have to admit, this is a little unusual for me, going on a second date. You've already heard all of my best stories. I've already used all of my best lines. You might have to start improvising now. I might even get to know the real William. Honestly, I'm not usually used to opening up. Usually I'm more the guy that whisks you off to Venice or Paris and leaves you with a good story to tell. I guess that's why the tabloids love you. I've got a reputation for being a playboy because I date a lot of different girls, but my lifestyle doesn't afford me much free time. That's why things never get serious. In my experience, when two people are busy with their lives or careers, there's just no way to prioritize each other without becoming resentful. One will want to focus more on his or her career, the other will get angry that they aren't ranked before work. Relationships require a lot to keep them going, but going on a couple dates, that's something I can make time for. Well, I should tell you, I am looking for something long-term, and actually, just then your waiter arrives, setting down 2 flutes of champagne. Bonne degustation! William raises his glass to yours. Cheers. Cheers. You know, Deja, I actually have something to ask you. You start to sip from the glass when you see something twinkle at the bottom. You glance inside to see a solitaire engagement ring. William, yes, I say yes. Whoa, isn't this too fast? How many carats? I'm gonna say yes, I think. I don't know. Oh my God. What are you talking about? This. You fish the ring out with your fork and hold it up. I'm guessing this isn't yours? Your waiter comes running up to your table. Monsieur, mademoiselle, I'm so very sorry. There's been a mistake. That champagne was meant for another table. Apologies for the confusion. Oh. You drop the ring back in the champagne flute and the waiter hurriedly takes it away. William lifts an eyebrow. You really thought that was for me? And you said yes? Yeah. I guess I did. Deja, doesn't that seem a bit fast? Actually, I kind of need to move fast. William, there's something I need to tell you. Maybe maybe I should have told you sooner. What is it? Well, I have to be married by the end of the summer, or inheritances are funny things, aren't they? Oh, let's see the first one. Wait, what? My Nana left me an inheritance and she stipulated that I have to be married to get it. You're joking. I wish. That's why I've been taking more chances. I'm hoping to find love by the end of the summer, since things didn't work out with Billy. Did I just scare you off? I'm surprised, but nothing you could do would scare me off. If anything, now I feel like I need to get more time with you. Why? You said it yourself. A committed relationship doesn't fit with your lifestyle. I also said I rarely go on second dates, but here we are. Here we are. There's something about you, Deja. You're different, you're smart, funny, genuine, and you push me and challenge me in ways no one else ever has. Maybe you finally met your match. Ha, there it is. So you'd consider getting married at the end of the summer? For you, I'm surprisingly open to the idea, but I want to get to know you more. What are you suggesting? I had originally planned to take you back to the boat tonight since I have another trip tomorrow, but what if we didn't go back? What if we spent the night in Paris together? We can stop by a charming patisserie? I don't know. And stay at an even more charming hotel. We can experience the City of Lights together. William, I'd love to spend the night in Paris with you as much as I'd like to. We should head back. Let's see the first one. And I won't turn down the chance to see more of the city. A night like this is pretty much a dream come true. I'm glad I could be a part of it then. Did they just steal some of my coins for that? After you and William finish your meal, he leads you down the Champs-Élysées. I feel like they just stole some of my things for that, diamonds. This is what I like the most about cities. Strolling down their main streets, knowing that you're in a different world than what you know. Mr. Big Shot likes to stop and smell the roses. Whatever I'm doing, I do it 100%. That's my secret. No matter how busy I am, I don't try to do it all at once. That's how you end up missing everything. So when I'm working, nothing can break my focus. When I'm learning how cattle ranchers move a herd, I'm with them day and night, soaking up everything. William stops and looks you in the eye, tipping your chin up so he's only inches from you. But when I'm not working, like now, I'm here with you, and there's nothing else in the world on my mind other than making sure you have the time of your life tonight. William. And besides, tonight is about us getting to know each other better. Oh, what do you want to know? Can you really see yourself marrying me at the end of the summer? We'd have so much fun. It's a little crazy, isn't it? Or not yet, but I'm starting to. Let's see the last one. I mean, I wouldn't get married tomorrow, but in a couple months, who knows? I'm already learning more about myself every day. I didn't realize traveling and going on adventures would be so exhilarating. And being here at this moment in Paris with you, it's moments like these that remind me I'm alive. Inspiring words. Thank you. Now, I believe I was promised dessert. Far be it for me to keep you. This way. William leads you into a brightly colored shop with fancy lettering on its large glass windows. Here it is, the best patisserie in France. Gelato in Italy, a patisserie in Paris. I'm starting to think you have a sweet tooth. Guilty as charged, just one of my weaknesses. You press your face against the glass of the pastry case and gasp. This is a cute little place. I want to go. The pastries are so beautiful. That raspberry tart looks like a real rose. I'm going to have a hard time eating these. Wait until you try one. They're as delicious as they are artistic. I can't wait. I take it you already know what to order? Naturally. Is that a problem? You're ordering for me a problem? No, I like it when you take charge, or it's my turn tonight. It's my turn tonight, boy. You can take the back seat on this one. You chose last time. That's not how I operate. It is now. Well then, I can't argue with that. Go ahead. A server greets you as you step up to the pastry case. You point to several pastries. I'd like that, and that. The server artfully places the pastry, or plates the pastries, and you take them to a table and sit. You eye the desserts thoughtfully. You have no idea which ones you ordered, do you? I ordered the cream-filled ring with powdered sugar on it, and it looks amazing. You pick up the pastry, take a bite, and close your eyes. Good choice, me. It's a Paris Brest, a choux pastry with praline cream, just in case you wanted to order it again. You certainly know your pastries. I used to work in a bakery. One of your business ventures, I assume? Actually, it was way before I started Sloan Enterprises, back in college. I had the morning shift, which meant I was there at the crack of dawn. Brutal. You had that job all throughout college? Not just that one. I was a grocery bagger, a delivery driver, a janitor, you name it. I was probably working at it for a time. That's a lot of jobs. I liked having different experiences. I think it gave me an edge in business. I made my first million rehabilitating a chain of failed coffee shops because of my time as a barista. I guess all of that paid off. I've been incredibly lucky too, but I can't deny that experience combined with knowing exactly what I want helped me get where I am. Do you have everything you want now? I used to think that I did, but lately, I've been thinking that I might be missing something, or rather, someone important. He smiles over at you, taking your hand. Let's get out of here. Okay. You and William walk a few blocks to a charming boutique bed and breakfast. He opens the door to your suite. This is so pretty. Look at the chandelier. So cute. After you walk into the room with this plush bed and ornate decor. This is lovely. So are you. Flatterer. He cups your face in his hands, eyes searching yours. Is it working? Yes. He leans down to kiss you, and you feel a thrill go down the length of your body. Now that's what I've been missing these past few weeks. I can make it harder for you to leave. Your fingertips trail down his back, and his hands move to your waist to pull you closer. William, aren't you going to help me out of this dress, or let's keep it light for tonight? I'm not about to be no thought. No, I'm just kidding. Let's just keep it light. Like I said, I don't want to do anything like too crazy with any of these guys because there's so many of them. There's like 3. So, we're going to keep it PG. Of course. I mean, if we're getting married in 2 months, then you can do that stuff then. Okay. He kisses you deeply, walking you backwards. You feel your knees buckle against the couch, and together, the two of you tumble onto it. You all right? You grin up at him as his body presses against yours. He kisses you tenderly, his arms straying no further than your waist as your legs tangle up together. You've clearly got some moves. I haven't made out on a couch like this since I was a teenager. Me neither, but I've learned a few things since then. Like what? His mouth moves close to your ear as his hands roam your body. You can feel his warmth against your skin as he whispers. It's better if I demonstrate, like so. This is getting too raunchy for me to be reading out loud. Oh! The next morning, you and William board the plane to head back to where the cruise is docked. William, I had a wonderful evening and an even better night. I did too. I definitely want to see you again and soon. But business calls, as you know. You know, for having booked the same cruise, I don't end up seeing you all that much. True, I hadn't meant to spend this much time on the cruise. It's funny though, recently I find myself making excuses to come back from my trips earlier than I used to. He lifts your hand and kisses it. I wonder why that is. So, when will I see you again? I hear there will be a captain's ball in a couple weeks. I should be back by then, and I want to see you. At the top it says, 3rd time's the charm. You scored a 3rd date. I'll be there. Ooh, now playing as Ryan. Oh, this is interesting. We haven't played as him in a while. You and Elena stroll on deck on Friday evening. You look like you have something on your mind. I was just wondering if you think we look convincing enough, as a couple, I mean. Of course, the last few days have been great. I think you should take my arm. What? Look at that couple over there. They're holding hands. We should at least walk arm in arm. Elena, we've been seen everywhere. I think we're in the clear. Just because we haven't been outed yet doesn't mean we can relax. It's a vacation. We don't have to be on guard every second. And I'm telling you that we should be taking this very seriously. Well, look who's here. So she's back. Great. You and Elena turned to see Brittany. I hope I didn't interrupt anything. Don't tell me there's trouble in paradise. There wasn't until now. How come we keep running into you? It's a small ship. Well, maybe you should spend more time on your task than on meddling with me and my sisters. Unless Nana gave you something you can't handle. My task may be ridiculous, but I can definitely handle it. Brittany clears her throat and smooths her hair. But enough on that. I'm not trying to interfere, Ryan. I'm just concerned for my favorite cousins. Like you, your date's tonight, isn't it? What do you have planned? Ryan and I were just discussing that. You don't know yet? It's only the second date, but maybe the shine's worn off after 2 years together. Elena and I already know what we're doing. Yeah? What is it? You look around the deck and spot a flyer. You nod to it. We're going to do the couple's activity of the day. Isn't that right, Elena? Elena reads the flyer. We're doing sensual couples massage? I mean, of course we are. Yeah, we could always learn to be more sensual, can't we? Whatever you say, dear. Are Ryan and Elena going to go through with the massage class? Find out in the next chapter. So guys, that was the end of that chapter. We are about to be on 14 of 19. So we're actually getting really close to finishing this first book, which is very crazy to know because, I don't know, we're just almost done with the first book. I wonder what's gonna happen. I'm really ready to figure out what Brittany's task is though, because she's all in everybody else's business, but she won't say what her task is. But that's how people are. Comment below what you guys thought about this episode. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.
And never lose your flame.